What's going on, everyone? This is Sheets, and I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do tonight. We're definitely going to take a look at the lobbies in both the NBA as well as the NHL. We'll get an early look at the tennis progress of the Australian Open, see what players you're probably going to need, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the LPL LCK build. Um, we're going to uh, build our MME lineups there and also decide what we want to do in the Triumphant Warrior. And then we're going to also take a quick look. Well, I don't say quick look, but a first look at the PGA builds because the King of the Desert, they had its first round this past week, and I was fortunate enough to have number one of two entries in that, and number two to have both entries advance to the second round. And the second round has 50 people left, and we're playing down to 15. So that is something that we really have to pay attention to. And I think that they already put it in the lobby. Yeah, so they put the King of the Desert in the lobby here, and we are going to definitely take a look at that as well to take a look at the prize structure and all that stuff. I did run my first set of projections for PGA, so I want to take a look at what I'm going to probably be getting. I have an idea, but let's see if our initial builds can confirm that. Now, first of all, the bad news is that in the NBA tonight, it's not looking too good for the good guys. In large part because Tyronn Lue threw up the white flag after the third quarter and didn't let anybody play. So did have a lot of exposure to both Harden and Zubac. So I was unable to get a full run out of those guys. Kelly Oubre was off to a very, very good start. I mean, he still did fine, but he could have gotten a lot more. And what else happened in the Philly game? Edgecombe was good enough. Tyrese Maxey was not very good. So it really has not been a very high-scoring slate, I guess. I mean, for anybody. I mean, I'm taking a look just at the top guys here. Yeah, you have a Kevin Huerter, but even that is not such a big deal. This Nurkic, I mean, could end up smashing depending on how this goes. I'm looking at FanDuel right now. We are going to pull up DraftKings as well, but it's not looking to be such a high-scoring slate, depending on what ends up happening in this Golden State game. Now, the Golden State game is off to a rather blowoutish start. I mean, it's already a 20-point game headed towards the half. So we'll see what ends up happening there. I will say that it's some very low ownership on Scotty Barnes. I mean, if you were going to stack all these Golden State guys, you'd think that you'd want to play a run back from Toronto, but nobody seemed to want to do it. Scotty Barnes in the Slam Jam is 5.6% owned. And I'm sitting there like a big shot. I didn't play him either, I guess. So let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that Slam Jam and see like, first of all, who's at the top? I mean, like, and what did you need? So oh my God. So this guy played, I mean, Iguodaro, but none of this looks like slate breaking stuff, really. Kaczynski, he's probably going to be just fine, but everybody has him. The Anthony Edwards play, which I really wanted to make, he is on track for a big game. Like he's back in the game, and he's probably going to finish the rest of this game in a close game here. I mean, I'd be surprised if he didn't get 60. Maybe even more. So I think that the Edwards play is the one you're going to want. Then you have Keontae George. He's having a good enough game. So doesn't seem to be anything that's anything that's particularly earth-shattering. But then you have some of these good lineups like Sawyer. It just has these particular guys, I guess. And Sheets is not doing well in this at all. Let me just see like some of my lineups here. I mean, I had again Zubac and Harden. Was not what you wanted here. Here, this one was Maxey and more Harden. This one had Harden. I mean, all these guys had Harden. This one has Maxey. So all these guys. And look at Curry, totally busting. So not going to be a good day for the good guys. That's to say the least. That was a terrible day. The other way you could look at this is through the through SaberSim here. I mean, let's look at the the zone special, for example. Now this is like 150 max, and even here, like if you sort by live projection, I mean nobody's really projecting to score all that many points here. So we'll see what ends up happening over there. And then if we go back, let's go back to that Slam Jam again. Again, this guy's got good live projections. Why is Inverted Cheese, who's very, very strong. I mean, very, very good player. He's in good shape. And this one you see updating, actually. And see Anthony Edwards, he's going to be in all the winners, pretty much. You can check out mine. Let's no, that's not the way you do it. I just want to sort by user here. I want to sort by user. And then MB Habes. Where's my... Yes, I still have not... Leaderboard users. All right, let's do this. Users. There it is. MB Habes. Okay. So yes, this is obviously a terrible result. Nobody's not going to cash in anything here. But let's see what it looks like in the Slam Jam, in the zone special. See how we ended up doing over there. And we do not have, okay, so here we have rating to lose, actual ROI negative 884%. So needless to say, very, very bad night in the NBA for me. Take a look at a couple of the hockeys. Just trying to invent something that looks good. It doesn't really feel that way. Let's see if I can't. I need a hockey one with some pull. So this one is in 41st place with 40 minutes left, but 40 minutes isn't going to do it. It's not going to get me 27 points. And this one's too far behind. How about this? How do we sort by time remaining? Like some of these hockeys just got started, so I guess they're sort of live. But these NBAs are no good. I mean, I shouldn't say they're no good. I mean, you never know. Randall busting. Oh, boy, NBA is tough, man. Just not easy. Jamal Murray, he's rating to have a good day. Yeah, so it's not good for the good guys. The only thing that I even noticed is a semi-decent start to this tennis, because this Putin Seva is off with an 80 ball. And if we can get the break from Davidovich against Opelka, that would be pretty strong. Yeah, I agree, Scott. It is kind of tough to tell. And here, Clara Towson, that's a third set, so that's not going to make a difference. So we'll give it a little time, I guess, to see after the next quarter if anybody's live and anything. But as far as me, NBA is just no good at all. So what I want to do then is, I guess, in order for, should I look at PGA first? Yeah, as long as I'm here, let me look at the PGA first because I want to really get this one right. We'll take a quick look. First, let's take a look at the structure of this thing. So this is the King of the Desert round 2, and the top 15 entries advance to the final. And let's see what the rest pays. So if we come in last, 6,000. 26 to 35th is 7,000. Yeah, it has. Sure has. And then if we get 16th, we bubble here, it's 8,000. And then we get the finals if we from the top 15. So the way we have to approach this is it's not as conservative as a double up because you have to finish in the top third. And then, so it's really like a triple up. So the way I approached round 1 was that I played 2 lineups with 6 completely different golfers. And really just the idea was to try to get one through, and both of them got through. And I might end up doing the same thing this week. And I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen here. I'm probably going to be tossing Scheffler out of both of them. He's just very expensive. And again, you can't have guys missing the cut with 54 holes. See, that's the thing. So if you play Scheffler, you're really going to have to play some cheapos, and it's going to be so rare. Not rare, but you really need all 6 of your guys to make it. I mean, to say the least. So I don't know how risky I want to be. I mean, listen, if it was no cut, I would say, sure, let's play Scheffler because I'm going to guarantee all my rounds. But they do have a cut for that 54 holes, so I don't know. I don't know. Well, we'll see what I get. So let's first take a look at my first set of projections for this tournament. And I'm sorting it by this thing again. For those of you who've been here for the first time, the Sheets value score metric, and all that is kind of my own spin on, combining both point per dollar and just raw fantasy points. And this has been kind of good to me to kind of gauge, the relative strength of players. And these are like the 3 guys that are going to probably drive my lineups here. Like Hoey, McGreevy, Meisner, and probably not going to be able to get. Well, I could get to Scheffler. Like even if I just went, by the way, just all these, just the top 6 rated guys, that almost gets me in there, even with Scheffler, but I'm still like 1,900 over. So I just don't think that Scheffler is going to be in the cards for me. So it's probably going to be something like Hoey, McGreevy, Meisner, and then maybe Siwoo Kim or McIntyre. That would be the one to make sense. So like if I was just going to hand build, like for example, just based on my actual projections here, just like the top projected ones, it would, and again, this is still early, it would be something like Hoey, McGreevy, Meisner actually was my hero last week. And then I guess probably Kim, right? And then I could actually play Griffin and McIntyre. I just can't play Shell. I could play all these guys. And then I could even play Griffin. Okay. So you play this, you get 3 nice players up in here, and you just don't play Scheffler. And that makes sense. Or I could drop to to Henley, or I can go up to Gerard. Like if I went from McGreevy up to Gerard, and then I could drop from Griffin to, can't quite do this, but you go Griffin to Henley, for example. You can almost do this. You can go to Kitayama, right? So you could drop from Kim to Kitayama. So the point is that you get these types of guys without, but you just can't really play Scheffler to do it. Like if I was going to play Scheffler, depends, Carrington. Mostly, I'd let Sabersim do its thing, though. Yeah, I like McCarthy. Let's see. Do I adjust any based on pool percentages once you start your process? Yes, but very, very rarely. Very rarely. So if I were going to play Scheffler, I mean, just to see what that would look like, this is what I would have to do. Like, given my, let's just go to the top guys that I have that are, that are cheap. So I would play, if I was going to play Scheffler, this is what it would be. It would be Scheffler, McGreevy, Meisner. Rogers, he would be next, and then I could go 7,600 a man. So I could go something like, so I could play Gerard and there it is. Here's your man and McCarthy. Speaking of your thing, like if I were going to go Scheffler, this is probably what I would end up getting. Something like this. Like if we go back to my projections here, like who else would I sneak in there? I could play Whaley if I felt like it. Can we improve on any of these 7,600s? Can you play anybody more expensive? Like, but who would I even want to play? I mean, nobody really. I mean, unless I could get all the way up to Kitayama somehow, which I probably won't be able to do. So instead of Gerard, well, I wouldn't want to do instead of Gerard. I'd want to do instead of maybe McCarthy. So if I went from McCarthy up to, who did I say? Kim? No, I don't even need Kim, but even Kitayama. And still we're 1,100 over. So then Gerard would have to come down to somebody really cheap. So yeah, so it would probably have to be, like I said, something like this. If in fact I were going to play Scheffler, and if I were not going to pay Scheffler, then I could play Griffin, or Fitzpatrick or McIntyre, like one of these guys. So in the hand builds, that's probably not even the hand build. In the big buy-ins, that's probably what I would end up doing. Other guys that are rating well in the top 10, I actually mentioned them all, right? So these are the top rated guys. And currently their ownership looks pretty tame. I mean, I have to imagine this kind of changes. But yeah, so let's put this in for the first our first run at this. That's one with Scheffler. Oh, right. So I was thinking of doing it with 6 different golfers. All right, so that's what I was going to do. That's what I did last time. So let's set this up again. Let's play McIntyre, Hoey. Who else did I say? McGreevy, Meisner, and then Griffin, right? And then Kim, was it, right? Yeah, see what Kim maybe, something like that. So this could be another one that we do. Unless I want to get up to Henley, like from McIntyre. But would I even want to do that? So let's just take a look. So like McIntyre, I've projected 93. Henley 92, I wouldn't even want to. So maybe this would be where I would go in the non-Scheffler lineup. Now, I wonder though if I can get away with doing what I did last week is going min uniques too. So let's run a build here. This is first builds, and I think that SaberSim put the contest in the entry editor. Let's just see.
What's up, man? I just wanted to come say hello.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing the first build here for the golf. I did some hand builds to try to just give myself an idea. I'm just kind of looking at this. So did they put it in here? They did put the King of the Desert in here, but just based on SaberSim ownership. So it's not going to look great yet. But let me just see what we do. So if I do my first build, probably let's see if I get the Scheffler variation or not. So I looked up the I built like two different lineups, one with Scheffler, one without. Like the Scheffler one, I can play him with like some decent guys if I want to do that. But it's like Scheffler and then 7,600 everybody below. If I didn't want to do that, then I could then I can get up to like these Griffin guys. So like that would look like this. Like I can get up to Griffin and McIntyre and Kim. Like if I don't play Scheffler,
right?
So it's I'd love to do what I did last week, Bobby, and somehow play 12 golfers. So I have to see. I'm curious to see if actually that's what they give me with SaberSim. You know what I mean? Because
I think for these types of courses, it makes like even more sense. They're like birdie courses. There's not going to be wind because it's like playing in a dome. It makes sense because I think the variance is like a little higher in these tournaments just for somebody who gets a little bit hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I like the idea of spreading it out for your situation.
Yeah. I think that's probably wise. And it's a weird thing because it's not a no cut.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 54 hole cut. I mean, if it's a no cut, those are usually very conducive to just jamming Scheffler,
right?
Because you don't have to worry about the 6K guys. But you do have to worry about it if it's 54 holes.
Yeah.
So I want to see, and like you said, I mean, this tournament has a history of just anybody winning. You know what I mean? Like
I think there's been like 5 in a row that were all 150 to 1 or worse or something.
Oh, really?
Something like bizarre like that. 4 out of 5, something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just a very similar type thing. I mean, just play like Henley type guys. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the way I have to treat it, remember, it's actually like a triple up.
Yeah.
Because I have to beat the top third. I have 50. I got a 15 of 50. So to be honest with you, Bob, I'm just gonna whatever my projections tell me, I'm gonna probably just like
roll with it.
Just roll with it and play 12 golfers.
Right.
And just play I'll even set a rule where I'd love to get it if I don't set the rule, but we'll see. Like I'm hoping that just with the regular process, they get me like 4 or 5 different ones, and then I can hand tweak the others. But I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I kind of want to. I don't. Let's put it another way. Like, given what you just said about this being very high variance, this thing. I mean, why do I want to have 3 guys of the same lineup in each one? I think it's way too risky.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so that's the that's gonna be the plan over there. But your freaking Tyrone Lue, like rolling out the white flag at the Clipper game, did not help me today.
Oh no!
I had like all this Clipper stuff. Like Zubac just had a good game going, and Harden really didn't, but whatever. So yeah, it's not a good day for the good guys. So
that's too bad.
Drown my sorrows.
My one big take I should have played. Well, who knows what value I would have ended up with, but I liked the Murray and Jokic. I mean Murray and Luka. It's only halftime, but they're both going crazy.
Yeah, Edwards is ending up with 60.
Murray might end up with 80.
Let's see. What do these guys have?
Murray's got like 40 something, 40 at halftime, I think. And
Luka's got 37, right? Let me see what Jamal Murray has. Yeah, he's got 39. Yeah, all these hard lineups. And Maxey was sort of a lemon. Yeah, they played. They couldn't get anything going today. Well, Keontae George is like, he got 50, but that's not that big a deal. Yeah, it's Jamal Murray. That's the shit, right?
Yeah.
He's got 26 real life points at the half.
Told you, I think he's going to get 40 or 50 tonight. That was my thing. But I also thought that Maxey and Harden were good plays, and they just both got blown out, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, they came back a little at the end of the Philly team. But.
Yeah, I imagine that whoever wins these tournaments today is just going to have the right combination of this last game, I think.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Let's see what this guy has. See, this guy doesn't have Jamal Murray, so I can't imagine that he's going to win. But oh my God, look at Nurkic. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's having a huge game too.
Boy, he's frustrated the entire community.
Yeah.
He comes in complete chalk off the bench and doesn't play. But now he's starting and they let him go off 5%.
It's crazy.
When I say they, I mean me, I guess. So it's like...
Did you do your one and done picks or anything? Do you have any
We'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll do that tomorrow. But the way you want to do that, I'll let them look at it tomorrow. I mean, the way you want to analyze this is as follows. I'll pull this up. One sec. So with the one and dones, this is kind of like the seminal spreadsheet here. And what this does is this has the purse of every event and then the amount of golfers in each one. And this is a very, very key number here, this purse per golfer ranking, which I threw in here. So it basically ranks which of the tournaments that are in the one and done are the most important. So this one is tied for the least most important. Yeah.
No, I know.
So what you got to do is you have your list of golfers, like 35, 40 golfers, and you pick someone that rates well that is way down on your list. And that's kind of the key. So I mean, if you want to just do a real quick look at the odds to win here. I mean, you certainly don't want to play Scheffler. You certainly don't want to play probably any of these guys, but something like Siwoo Kim again could be not bad. Harry Hall, if you didn't play him, I thought Harry Hall was a good play last week. I played him.
Yeah, I like him again too.
Yeah, I think I like him, and I like Pendrith. Yeah, I think all three of these guys. I think Kim Hall and Pendrith, I think, are my three favorites. Straka's not bad. Also, look at Thor Bjornsson. I don't think he's even on my list really. So I think that this is the bottom of my for my list of top 35. I think Straka might have snuck on, but maybe. So I think Hall or Pendrith. If I had to say right now, I'm gonna look at tomorrow, but I think some combination of these three, Kim Hall and Pendrith would be probably my one and doners. So let's take a look.
We're never going to use Ryan Gerard. We're probably never going to use Denny
No.
McCarthy or Rasmus Højgaard again. So I don't know why you wouldn't just take a shot with some of those guys at just because I don't think that you have to have only the third. I understand the thinking behind it, but I do think in these sort of, I don't want to say crapshoot events, but these sort of wilder events, even if Scheffler does win or whatever, picking somebody like this who's going to be 1% who gets, it just might make a difference at the end of the year. So I'd rather just get wild with these early ones personally and not have just that list and tighten that list up later on. That would be my but I don't know that I'm right. I have nothing to back it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty well known as, I mean, like, whatever. I mean, no, it's that people are still figuring this shit out, but you're not really supposed to do that. I mean, you're not supposed to go too far off the board in these things, but
I don't think those are like, I mean, those as betting cards, all of those guys are in the top 50 to 1. Why are they?
Okay, okay.
You know, if they're 50 to 1, then they certainly could be.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm just measuring the difference between the extra 1%er, you know, that you make 900,000 off of at the end of the year that could make.
Yeah, I mean, you could certainly drop down to those guys if you want. Sure. I mean, what's the difference? Like you said, what's the difference between that and like the 40 to 1 of Harry Hall? I mean, not much.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Harry Hall. There might be another tournament where I actually would consider him. You know.
Right. So who are you talking about? What are these guys?
I said Højgaard.
Gerard, you said Gerard is like 65 to 1. He's like,
oh, is he that far back?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's got a chance to win.
Okay.
I thought he was 55 earlier, but maybe I was wrong.
All right, so let me see what I would get if I just ran my stuff as is. And see. Let's just take a look and see what I have here. So in the King of the Desert, first of all, in overall exposures, I would be playing 39% Scotty. But let's see what I get in those King of the Desert thingies. I would get, hold on. We gotta do this thing? No, here. So, oh my God, it's like almost exactly. No, the Scheffler one got actually down to Bjornsson. God forbid, I could see the whole lineup here, right? I can go onto my here and do it this way. So if I just ran it as is, I presume there'd be one Scheffler and one non-Scheffler. So this one is the kind of the pure play. Like this is the no Scheffler one. This is Henley, Fitzpatrick, McIntyre, McCarthy, Rogers, Kirk. I do want to compare them side by side so I don't lose them. So let me go to a different instance of it. And this one, the second one, this is the same. So I want to go back. I presume that they're two different lineups. Yeah. Okay. So this is the other one. So they're very similar. So like this one. No, wait. This is Henley, Fitzpatrick, McIntyre. Oh, they are all 6 different, I think. Let me see. Neither of them have Scheffler. Oh, I like this.
There you go.
So are these all the same? Are they're all different? Can you even tell?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, here, let's.
I don't have the screen.
Here, we'll do this. Here, and then let me just see.
My guess is you probably end up with like 2 7K players, maybe at most, and then like everybody's in the 8 and 9K range.
Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Shows what I know. I've been sharing the screen the whole time. Someone's got to tell me these things. Yeah, so it looks as though these are all different golfers, which is going to make me very happy. So something like this, I'll be totally down with. I'll be having no Scheffler, which is fine, and 12 different golfers. And I'd like to. I have a feeling, by the way, that because the implied buy-ins of these are so big, like these are $63,000 each.
Right.
I have a feeling that the portfolio diversification mode is doing that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I think that's a very reasonable assumption. That it's doing that on purpose. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought I was sharing this literally this whole time. So what the hell do I know? Nonetheless, I think this is a good place to start as far as my two golf things. Again, I have to. What's nice about this? I think that I'm gonna get my wish, meaning that I think I'm gonna get 12 different golfers regardless of when my projections change. So I kind of like this. So I think this is going to be the plan. I think I'm going to just run my projections not as many times as I need. You know what I mean? Like right up until lock, and just put in whatever I get. I think that's probably the smartest thing to do. I don't have any real takes that I really want to rely on.
I have some takes, but I'll save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But I like all these guys that are in my board here. I mean, Kirk and Gerard, you mentioned. Hoey, Thor Bjornsson. I know that Rick liked him. Griffin, Kim, Meisner. Meisner was like my hero last week.
Yeah.
He got there for like 8% ownership in to get my second seat. My second
oh my God.
Yeah, he outplayed Connors on the same. They were in the group together.
I was off to a great start, but then it just everybody like I had the Kanaya who was tied for third, and like he was like my highest owned player, so that would have been nice.
Yeah, this NBA is a freaking complete train wreck. At least for me. Okay. It's the last thing I was going to do. This is like not the slightest bit of interest to you. I was just going to build my League of Legends lineup. So if you want to, you can hang out if you want. But
yeah, do your thing, man. All right. Well, have a good night. Good luck, everybody, and hopefully it turns around.
Yep.